This morning, over at the far side there, we have Mr. Heaven strutting along, and we have some, I'm pretty sure they're Muscovy dogs. Swift everywhere. Little sparrow. Two of them. There are a few antique shops here, so I've been thinking of my mum in particular, who likes watching antiques programs, as we know. It says Liquidación Total, closing down sale. €120 for the bike. What do you think? Is it a good deal? Siete de Bibis. It's a pram from the 19th century. Don't touch it, please. There is a lot of bric-a-brac. One of the things that's very noticeable being here during the day, now that all the pilgrims have left, you've just got the locals, and a lot of them are wearing masks in the street. There's still a mandate that if you can't maintain 1.5 meters distance even outside, you should wear a mask. So I imagine that's part of the reason for it. But it's not everyone. Still quite a lot of people. I thought we'd go up these steps. There's a view I've seen of Estella in photos when I was looking online, which shows a rock behind the city, or town, and steps. So I'm guessing it might be this. It leads up to the Chapitel, El Chapitel. And it says, what's nowadays known as Chapitel Street was a no-man's land in medieval times. The moat that separated the burghs of San Miguel and San Juan, of the king. As you go down Chapitel Alley, you reach a small square where the remains of the shoemaker's tower can be seen, today used as part of a home. Huh. Different artisans' guilds. Yeah, I've seen that there's a street called Las Zapaterias. And again, 1266, King Theobaldo. Just saying, we're climbing these few steps. Hola. And you'd think we hadn't seen steps in years. Both of us are my legs. And we'd be fine. It just takes a while for legs to remember, even though they're quite well practiced. Andrew's running up the steps. Oh, there's a rock, yes. You see, you can't see the rock from anywhere else. I've been looking for that rock. It's nice. There's a little bird up there. Been tweeting away. tree is so heavy with olives.
I know. It's beautiful.
We're at the Church of San Miguel, and there's more information about it. Again, talking about the architecture, it's 12th century. And the whole of the north portico is considered a jewel of the late Romanesque period in Spain. And it was created, again, various artists in the 12th century. I find the detail of church architecture somewhat over my head. It's not my area of specialism at all, but it is very interesting. And I suppose one of the few examples that we have of works from that period, other than art. The two people in front of us are people who couldn't get into the albergue that we're staying at, the Hosteleria Coteros, last night, because the check-in is only between the hours of 12:30 and 3:30 in the afternoon. And they were delayed on their way. We didn't know how to help them. In the end, they found somewhere. They're from the Czech Republic, from Prague. Really nice people. We've just been having a chat with them. Their hands almost seem animated by the cobwebs. From a distance, I thought his hand was moving. The face on the right there, when you look underneath, there's another face underneath. In his mouth, he's being eaten. In the mouth of this one, there are two legs. You see the little feet. This reminds me of the wardrobe that inspired the cabinet in Jane Eyre. Whether it ought to, it probably oughtn't, because I don't think they're the apostles. But the panelling. Dates from 1416. Here it gives you a key to the different parts of it. And down here it explains what they are. There are Marys everywhere. There's a Mary in here. Mary there. There's a Mary there. waiting at the top of the steps here because this scene with the steps and that rock is one of the views I've been wanting to photograph, and the sun's gone behind clouds, so we're just waiting a little. Meanwhile, there's another of these little towers in which I believe there were sometimes 19th century ladies, or at least ladies wearing 19th century full dresses with telescopes. Yes, I've yet to see one, but I believe in them. So the sun has now come out. We haven't got so much blue sky yet, but they're the steps there that I've been looking for. And there's the rock, which I've already shown you. And we're just wandering around Estella this morning, having a rest day, which we'd planned, or I'd planned initially. And it's been quite good actually. I thought it was maybe a little early, but because there were just various things to sort out, it's in the middle of the walk for us. We've washed clothes, as you saw. And it's nice just being able to take some time and see the locals without sort of passing through, and just wander around, exploring, going into churches and spending longer.
What is a bit strange is our sort of community has now moved off, we're guessing.
Yeah.
So I guess our new community will arrive today and we'll be seeing different faces on the Camino.
Yeah.
So
they won't know we're part of it.
They won't, and I don't know if we will see anyone from here who we've seen since the beginning. Maybe somebody else will stop as well.
I think if you're doing the whole Camino, you would then meet up with people when they took a rest day, but because we're only doing the small section to begin with, we're probably not going to do that. But it's okay, it is what it is. So Lucio Urtubia died in 2020. Libertad de expresión política. Betty Cariño Trujillo. I've seen a few buildings, the others from a distance, that have this sort of temporary treatment on them, I suppose. Maybe it's to keep the weather out? Don't know what it is. These are wonderful things that do not exist in England. We just do not get, I mean, look at the size of it. Right, there's my hand. Look at the size of that tomato. I've got the hiccups at the moment. We're going to have to go and get me some water. But they're immense. And they taste so different. Even to the beef tomatoes that you buy as special things, they're still different. And there's more. Again. Like, look at the little ducks. The chicks. Colourful benches. She's a happy thing. Look at that bridge. Casual heaven. Is he going to fly? I'm going to get a fish.
Slowly it steps when it was after something.
It's very elegant. You always see them from the side, but look at it from the front. It's feeding with its foot. Step back.
Do you know it's a she?
She's got another one. What an incredible experience that was. The heaven is just behind us, still walking around in the river. Hola. It just came right up to us. We've had to move on because we were getting baked. We'd actually come out to get coffee and a few things, but also to get sun cream. And then we saw the heaven, so we stopped off. And we need sun cream. We were getting cooked. I could have spent all day there though, so could Andrew. Absolutely beautiful spot. And it was not afraid of us at all. It was just doing its business. Not doing its business, doing its own thing. No, it's gone quiet down here. Cristobal Palace has just done alright. And the square over there a moment ago was quite busy with new pilgrims coming in. Andrew just bought me one of these pendants. It's in a turquoise colour. I'm wearing it now. Lovely shop. It has Camino shells. We're sitting here outside the Namaste restaurant, waiting for our coffee, and I'm having a smoothie, and Andrew's going to have a tea infusion, and we're looking through our photos of the heaven. Let's see one, Andrew.
Okay, so what are you drinking?
Well, I have, as you have, I have café con leche, and I have a smoothie which has in it things that I'm not entirely aware of. It's got cocoa and banana and some other things. I think it's got nuts in it. And I can't remember what else. I'll have to look it up on the menu. But what have you got, Andrew?
Well, I've got café con leche, and I've got what I thought from the menu was going to be a nice sparkling orange drink, like water infused with orange. And what I've actually got is tea. So I've ordered tea and coffee at the same time.
You have, haven't you?
It's all part of the novelty of being in another country, isn't it?
Well, the plan now is to let it go cold. It's actually a green tea. He wanted orange, but she said it's got orange in it because it's got oriental flavours. So, there we go. The water is incredibly clear. How clear it is. You can see little minnows again. And over there we have the heaven again. Well, that's where we've been staying. I don't know whether you can see our room. I suspect it's the middle one in the brown section. Some of the windows open. Children still jumping in. the things we do, I decided we had to climb the road, across the river, and up the hill from where we're staying, in the hope of a good view, and because we've been looking from our room over to here. So there we go, straight in front of us is the Osteria Coteros. And yeah, our building, the one with the dark wood, our room rather, I think is the middle one in the dark wood section on the lower of the 2 floors of that. I just made us run up the steps at the church because we haven't done much today. So I said it was penance for having a day off. I'd like a little tower like that. I would have a telescope in it. I came back up here because I wanted to see the steps and the city in general with the sun at a different angle. So we've done that. It doesn't look hugely different. It's another 12th century one. It was restored between 2009 and 2012. It's a little chair made out of bread. In Estella we walk round and round and round, and every so often we walk over this bridge. And there is one of the ducks with the little ducklings. It's near to where we were sitting when we were watching the heaven, one of the places. Yep, it's here again. There were a couple of people down there Oh, 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 oh. Where are we going? Going this way. Give a wave. There's one twisted column. The rock up there is very impressive. It's strange because the church is 12th century, although it's been restored. And it's got this lift next to it. We're going down the stairs, but even the stairs are very modern. They're nice. So coming down the lift, I saw this graffiti, and it says, "There's no worse infection than the one between your ex and you." Closed up now. It's a mango ceviche, and I have a local beer, which is an artisan beer called Hellas by the Sesma Brewing Company. We're back at Namaste, where we had drinks earlier on. I had the smoothie. Thank you.
One more person in the photo.
Perfect, thank you. We were in two minds about which one to get. I rather fancied the courgette. I had this thing that I wasn't going to be able to remember the Spanish word for courgette, which is calabacín. So when I saw calabacín on the menu, I wanted it. Also, I like courgette. But we decided we wanted the ham, so we were going to order the ham one. And they got mixed up and they prepared the wrong one. They were really, really apologetic. So they said we could have the other as well, but we've just got the ham. So anyway, we're going to tuck in. The Dorbenton's bats down there.
Gracias.
Gracias.